Hey everybody, welcome back to the Wheatley Homestead episodes. This is my mini-series where we are going through the Horse Ranch EP and just kind of diving into it. I have a whole storyline that I'm kind of working on while also diving into the pack. So that is what this is. I hope you guys are enjoying it so far, but today will be episode 2. At the end of our first episode, Holly was bucked off her horse right at the end and wasn't feeling too great. So this morning, Granny Hazel is up making breakfast as she always does. And it's been a full 24 hours, a little over 24 hours that they've now been in the same household together. And Granny Hazel has been kind of going easy on Holly. She hasn't really forced Holly into the ranch life yet. But as Granny Hazel gets more comfortable with Holly being there, the more she's going to start expecting from Holly, and the workload is definitely going to intensify. She was really being gentle with her because she's trying to let her get acclimated. So Holly arrived on a Wednesday. And then the whole first episode was on Thursday. So we are getting started on Friday. So it's literally only been a little over 24 hours, like I said. And Granny Hazel is now anticipating kind of seeing where Holly's at for the next couple of days and getting through the weekend with her. So we're going to get through a few days of gameplay for this episode and kind of see where it takes us. I have a general idea of what I want to do, but we will see if my Sims cooperate or if my Sims tell their own story as well. So we're just going to jump into hanging out with Miss Granny Hazel and making breakfast and then waking Holly up to come eat. Holly does seem to be a bit of a late riser, which is not going to work eventually. So we're going to have to get her situated and figured out on this whole waking up early thing, but let's go ahead and dive into gameplay. So, like I said, Granny Hazel wakes up every morning to make breakfast. She honestly really loves cooking and providing for her family. I think it's just something that she really enjoys, is feeding her family. So this is definitely something that Granny Hazel will do frequently and often, is wake up early in the morning, make breakfast so they're all kind of energized for their day. This morning she's just making eggs and bacon, and she's going to go ahead and plate this up and call Miss Holly to come wake up and come eat. Again, it is 7:20 in the morning, which I honestly consider a little late to wake up on a ranch, but as we can see, Miss Holly, she's waking up now, but she's going to have to start waking up earlier than this. It looks like Sugarbush is already awake and outside, and he is not in a good mood. He's uncomfortable because his fun is low, so we definitely need to get on that today. And the only thing about this house is it being so big, it takes them so long to get to places, so Holly isn't quite down here yet. But at the end of the last episode, Holly was just going home. Granny Hazel was already asleep, so Holly's going to take this moment to kind of catch up Granny Hazel on everything that happened at the end of the last episode, which was she got gold in the barrel racing competition. Again, that wasn't something I had planned on Holly doing. I thought Holly would lose, but Holly really is just an overachiever and is probably feeling a little bit overly confident now that she is going to, excel at all of these competitions. Also, she wants to complete a work task and make money. I have not changed her aspiration from the wants to be fabulously wealthy aspiration. And here she goes telling Granny Hazel everything that happened. She was like, Granny Hazel, you gotta hear this. I went to the barrel competition and it was no big deal. I totally got gold. You made it seem like it would be so difficult. And Granny Hazel's checking and she's like, why didn't you tell me? I would have come and watched and, cheered you on. Definitely let me know next time, that way I can be there. And Holly's going to be like, yeah, totally, of course, you'll come and see me win. And Granny Hazel's off to go get some work done because she knows how it is on the ranch. She has done this for many years, and Holly really is going to have to kind of come into her own and figure this out. For Holly, I don't think she's quite feeling comfortable yet. It hasn't been very long. I mean, I feel like when you move somewhere, it takes you a while to kind of get acclimated to, who you're living with and who you're interacting with. So I think Holly right now is like, oh, it's so early. Breakfast was delicious. I will at least clean up, but I don't know what to do, She's so used to living in the city. The greenest of thumbs. Does Granny Hazel like gardening? Absolutely. Granny Hazel's out here taking care of her grapes without me even telling her to. Amazing. So let's get her to come and do some more nectar making. We'll clean the nectar maker and make another batch soon. Holly, you need to come take care of Sugarbush, calm him down, talk to him. She went upstairs probably to do some work. So I haven't made Holly quit her job. By the way, she's just been taking vacation days because, again, she wasn't sure if this was going to be something that she would stay and do for a long period of time. So she hasn't left her job yet, but we will kind of see how it goes and what she feels about that. She's going to run out of vacation days here soon, so we're going to have to figure out what she's going to do. Is she going to leave her job? Is she going to try and go back to the city and split live? I don't know. But giving Sugarbush some attention and cleaning them off, brush them off. Just, the regular maintenance for a horse. When there's more horses too, which I do plan on having more horses, this is going to be a lot more of the day. Oh my gosh. Hazel and Holly are obsessed with this autographed photo of Penny Pizzazz. I'm going to have to put it in their inventory or something because they keep going to go look at it. Granny Hazel, we need to make nectar. So I'm going to buy some more apples and probably more grapes so we can at least craft 2 bottles of nectar right now. And then Holly, she's going to go fill the troughs with hay. So we filled at least 2 of these. I think this is probably too much for one horse, but I think it's just good to get Holly into the, spirit of doing her chores around the ranch. Sugarbush's fun was low, so she's going to also call him to come play with this ball. And we need to pick up this manure. And it's already 10 o'clock. So Holly's been up for 3 hours and has accomplished a lot. Had breakfast, got ready and taking care of her little chores. I think for right now, Holly would be like, oh yeah, this is totally easy. This is no big deal. I can totally keep up with this kind of stuff. And taking care of horses, not too bad. And here goes Sugarbush. Come watch him. Is there an interaction where we can actually watch? Or if she stands here, will she see it? Oh, yay. That is so cute. Honestly, that looks fun. Holly, keep watching. Okay, well, Holly's off to go look at that darn autograph again. Oh, so cute. Do we have any? I wish there was one that you could just watch. Okay, it doesn't seem like it, but this is adorable. Oh, I caught Granny Hazel on her butt, but here she is finishing up her nectar, the first bottle. I like this whole animation. I think it's really cool. So Hazel has acquired an apple nectar. So also at the end of the episode last time, I put one of the shelves up here. And then I discovered when I was off camera that there's a freaking cellar in this house, which I should have known that Plum Bob Kingdom would have a cellar in this house. Look at this. This is an amazing space for aging nectar, but I know it's here now. So that is where we're going to be putting all of our aged nectar. There's plenty of shelves already down here, and it's just a really cool space. So I'm going to throw this one in here. And then we need to make another bottle of nectar. So we're going to do grape nectar for this one. So Holly is actually pretty tired after all of that work. I'm going to get her to take a nap. And I think this would be something that Granny Hazel would be like, girl, you can't be taking naps like this. You have to keep working. There's still stuff to do. There's all this prairie grass that you could harvest. Granny Hazel doesn't know that Holly's just spending money on hay when they could just be harvesting it. So that's definitely going to be something that they're going to have to talk about later. Poor Granny Hazel needs entertainment. I guess making nectar isn't fun. It looks like it would be fun though. And see, Sugarbush found the prairie grass. See, we don't even need to fill the little things up with hay if he's just going to come out here and eat the prairie grass. But definitely something that Holly is going to have to end up doing instead of just, buying hay. Because in the long run, I know we have a good bit of money, but in the long run, it's probably better to harvest it. And Miss Granny Hazel has finished up her second bottle of nectar for the day. We'll go ahead and put that down in the cellar as well, which I think it's really cool that they added with this game pack, that if it's in a cellar or in a basement, it ages faster. That's a great mechanic. So I'm really glad they did that, and we'll go ahead and add this. Miss Hazel will go ahead and take a shower, clean off all of, the juices. Ew. We'll clean up all the gunk from making nectar, and Miss Holly is still sleeping, still taking her nap at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Granny Hazel's definitely going to have a talk with her about this because it's not something she's going to be able to do frequently. She needs to go to bed earlier and wake up earlier, and that's just how it's going to kind of be. But Granny Hazel knows it's been quick and isn't going to force her to change immediately. but it is something that she's noticing. So Holly is about to wake up from her nap and immediately is going to go see that autograph. I'm going to get her to go brush her teeth and kind of freshen up. And Miss Granny Hazel is... Oh, horse toy joy. Oh, she was happy from watching that and revitalized by a nap. Okay, good. And Granny Hazel is basically done with her shower. So I'm going to get... Holly actually has like a little surprise for Granny Hazel. So as much as Granny Hazel is noticing these little nuances and quirks that are annoying her, Holly isn't bad, and Holly has a really kind heart. So Holly's coming down here to talk to Granny Hazel. She's like, hey Granny, I took a great nap, but I have something to show you. So I was looking online and I saw that the marketplace near here has some goats, and I didn't know if you wanted to go. So we are going to travel right now to the marketplace in town with Granny Hazel, and we are going to buy our grandmother a goat. So we're here right now, and Holly's telling Granny Hazel, hey Granny, I know when I was gone in the evening yesterday, I know your goat passed away, and I know it's probably really soon, but I really know that these goats bring you so much joy, and there's a few in here that I think I have an eye on. So Holly's gone inside to go get one for her grandmother. I don't know which one I'm quite leaning towards, but I feel like Granny Hazel would probably like the spotted mini goat, and Holly's going to use the money that she earned from her gold medal at the barrel races to pay for this. We are back home now with the goat. Holly hasn't showed it to her grandmother yet. She's like, Granny, go into the barn, use the restroom, and I will bring out your surprise. So Granny's here waiting in the barn for Holly to bring out her surprise. She's getting a little sleepy. Granny Hazel always busy. She's cleaning out her nectar thing. But let's go ahead and put down our little goat. And here he is, or she is. I don't know if it's a boy or a girl. So cute. So, well, Goat is not a fan of Holly, but this is going to be Granny Hazel's new little goat to kind of, restart the little bit of goats that she had at one point. And I think it will cheer her up from all of the loss that she's had lately. So she's going to interact. She's feeding the little goat. Holly needs to interact with her horse, and we just need to get some of these little things out. And look at that little tail wag. Oh my goodness, so cute. So we are also going to go ahead and clean him and just do bonding. So Hazel is an animal enthusiast. Animal enthusiasts enjoy interacting with animals and are better at caring for them. They will feel sad if they haven't interacted with an animal for a while, which is probably something that Holly knew and was like, yeah, I know Grandma would really like to have, a goat in the house again. We can't be having no pets. So it does seem like her fun is also going up just from interacting with this goat. It doesn't go up when she's doing nectar making, but it goes up when she's interacting with her goats. So that is amazing, and it's perfect. We'll go ahead and milk the goat and talk with the goat. Just try and get our friendship up with him as much as possible. And it's just helping her mood so much. I am a little bummed, so I've already seen this in other people's videos, but the goats give you regular milk. Why isn't it goat's milk? I don't understand why they just made it just regular milk. But animal bonding, spending time with an animal really cheers up Hazel, and you goat it. Once they stop yelling, mini goats are great conversationalists. So she loves him. I don't believe we've named the goat yet, so we should probably do that. Let's name Pumpkin. Okay, Pumpkin's super cute. We're gonna keep this and name him Pumpkin. That's an adorable name. So now we have little goat Pumpkin. Granny Hazel's getting very sleepy, but let's show Pumpkin our dance moves, and then we'll probably send Granny off to bed. Oh yeah, Granny's got the moves. I like that she's feeling energized even though she's exhausted. Oh my goodness. A hug for a goat. How cute. And Holly also needs amusement in here. She looks like she's in a horrible mood. It is it's right past 7:30. So she really needs to start thinking about getting ready for bed at this point, but she probably isn't going to consider that at all. But yeah, she needs to have some fun. She's missing all of the activities from the city. This is just not this is not her vibe right now. She needs something fun to do. So there is no TV in this house, I've noticed. So Holly's going to go to her bedroom now. She has her tablet. So we're going to go ahead and get her tablet out, and she's going to go and play some games. And it's now right past 9 o'clock, and Holly hasn't even started considering going to sleep. Who knows how long she'll be up playing Blick Block, but hopefully not too late, because Granny Hazel's going to start, really hoping she's in bed early. Granny Hazel is already asleep herself, but we'll see. Very angry. Oh no, worst day. This was the worst day ever. Not this high maintenance trait. It's because she needs some fun, and she's just now in a horrible mood, and she's tired. Girl, you gotta change a little bit to have this all work. But I, again, don't think Holly's really interested, or I don't think Holly's really considered that this might be a permanent place. I think she's still just kind of seeing it as an in-between. I'm doing this as a favor because I felt, like it was the right thing to do, but not quite that this is a 100% lifestyle change. So it is now 10 p.m. Holly is still very angry and very tired. I'm going to make her stop, and I'm going to send her off to bed. I feel like 10 o'clock is probably still too early for her, but, Granny Hazel had her up this morning a little bit earlier. She did a ton of work around the ranch. So we are going to send them off to bed, and I will see you guys again in the morning. So it is 5 o'clock in the morning on Saturday, and Miss Granny Hazel is going to wake up for the day. Like I said, early risers, and she's already thinking about food, so we know that not our husband's ghost being here. Shh, ignore him. Y'all saw nothing. Grandpa's ghost is not here. It's fine. Miss Hazel has been up for a while. She already had breakfast, and now she's going to go down to the cellar and check on all of her nectars. It seems like some of them are lightly aged, but nothing too much yet. We have a couple of lightly aged ones, not yet aged, and not yet aged. So we have a couple lightly aged ones, and that's about it. We also have these milks that we need to put in the refrigerator. I forgot that she got those yesterday, so let's go ahead and put this milk into the refrigerator. And we have some manure. Oh, and look who's awake. It is 10 a.m. and Holly has decided to grace us with her presence. So Holly is up. It looks like she is checking for her work emails, because like I said, she hasn't left her job yet. And it looks like Miss Hazel is going to come in here and talk to her, complete a work task is something that she still wants to do, and she still wants to make 500 simoleons. She has the weekends off, and I'm not 100% sure where we're leaning still with her job. Miss Granny is up here being like, oh, I see you're awake finally. It's 10:30 in the afternoon. Would you like to eat anything? Granny Hazel's on her second breakfast. She's living that hobbit lifestyle. Cooking memories and nicely decorated. Okay, well, at least she's enjoying her space. I still feel like Holly's probably seeing this almost like a vacation at this point. She's away from work, but this isn't technically life. So she's probably enjoying it because of that. But Granny Hazel's going to be like, okay, Holly, it's been pretty easy, but we need to start getting work done around the ranch. So Granny Hazel's going to go and throw this away. She's going to begin her daily duties of crafting nectar and all of that. And she's going to be like, Holly, you really need to start doing more around the ranch. I have my nectar, that that I want to get off the ground. And then Holly's going to be like, okay, Grandma. And Granny Hazel's also going to remind her, hey, you need to harvest the prairie grass instead of paying for the hay. So there's plenty that has grown around the ranch. Please do that. So Miss Holly's going to go get ready. She's going to brush her teeth and take a shower and head out to begin work on the ranch today. So Holly is all ready. She's heading downstairs to get some breakfast. Again, this probably isn't the most practical outfit for working on the ranch. I don't know who she thinks she is in her white shoes and her white shorts about to go harvest hay and clean horses, but she'll catch on eventually. But she's going to go ahead and eat breakfast and consider her life right now and be like, okay, get some chores done. It's Saturday, and then I can go have fun, because again, she's not used to working on the weekends. Her job, she works Monday through Friday, and then the weekends were always her thing to go out and have fun with friends. So she's thinking she can take it easy today which it won't be the case. That will definitely not be the case today. She's going to go harvest prairie grass. And again, she's thinking this is going to be super easy. Like, it's just cutting down some grass. Miss Hazel's out here taking care of her goat. She is such a good goat mama. And poor Sugarbush, of course, needs attention again. It's been a couple days since he's even been taken out on a ride. We haven't done any horse training. So that's going to be something that Holly's going to have to get on to as well. And of course, Granny Hazel's on top of it. She's going to craft a couple more bottles of apple and grape nectar today. Okay, she's changed into a different outfit, but now we're in a dress and heels. I mean, again, probably not the most practical thing, but you know, she's trying, I guess. It does 2 swipes and is already sweating. Yeah, I think she's realizing this is going to be way harder than she thought, and Holly has learned about prairie grass hay. So at least now we have hay in our inventory. Because there's plenty growing around, there's no need for us to pay for it. So we have 3 of these little hays in here. I know some people find stuff in these, so it'll be interesting to see if we find anything valuable in the prairie grass, but I guess we will find out. Oh, and Sugarbush is coming over here. Oh, okay, he scared us. How about we interact with Sugarbush? Maybe if we can finish our chores in a timely fashion, we can actually go on a ride. But it is already almost 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and Holly hasn't even remotely finished harvesting the prairie grass. It's a big job for probably an earlier start to the day. But we're going to go ahead and clean his hooves, brush him, do all of our normal maintenance with Sugarbush as well. And he's scared again, and his fun is low. I don't know what he is getting scared of. So we're going to try and calm him down again since he's scared. And then maybe we will try to go on a small ride with him since it's been a couple days. He's probably not happy that it's been a couple days. Oh, and he reached temperament level 2. So at least we're improving on his skills as well. So let's see if we can saddle up. And, oh, I need to customize his saddle again. And maybe we can get some training. Go barrel racing. Can we go try practice barrels, please? Not again. Oh, he is not happy. Oh, no. Oh, that's put her in a mood. Oh, she's very angry. Worst day ever from high maintenance trade again. And she's going to go smash the dollhouse. Oh, she is not happy about being bucked off. She has grass cuts. She is not happy about this whole ranch life situation right now. Like, she has bruises on her backside. She's got cuts on her fingers. This is not what she thought she was signing up for. She is so angry. Life in the city was so much easier for her, and this is ridiculous. So she is going to destroy this dollhouse. Did that make you feel better? And look at your autograph. Well, at least the autograph makes her giggle. She's going to be angry for 8 hours. That's a really long time, and she is stomping through this place. Ooh. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get her to do much else ranch-wise. Is there anything we can do for her job? Or anything we can do for her mood? Ooh, we could blog about our feelings. She could make a really angry, heated blog post. Let's go do that. Maybe it will help diminish her bad mood. Oh, and see, Granny's living the life. Granny understands that you wake up early, you do your chores, and by almost 4 o'clock in the afternoon, you have your afternoon off to relax. She has more milk. See, I didn't even tell Granny to do this. She's taking care of her goat. She's done everything. Look at this little guy. Our goat is happy. Granny's stuff is all taken care of, and her goat is pleased about it. I'm thinking pretty soon Granny's going to go and buy herself a couple more goats because she just loves having these little guys. Maybe a sheep too. I love the cellar. Okay, so since it is 4 o'clock in the afternoon, Granny's going to go ahead and put her new nectar down here. She did only end up making 1 bottle of nectar for today. And maybe we'll get Granny to make another bottle before the end of the day. I feel bad because she should be relaxing by now, and at least Sugarbush is happy on his own eating. Oh no. It does not seem that blogging about her feelings has helped Holly at all with this horrible mood, and it is now almost 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and she isn't even remotely close to finishing all of this prairie grass. So I have to send her off to do more. There's all of that prairie grass in front of the barn that needs to be taken care of. Maybe she takes after her grandmother though. Maybe if she gives Pumpkin a hug, it will make her feel better. I mean, she looks so mad coming up to Pumpkin to hug him, but maybe this will help. I mean, she looks happy while doing that. Did it help at all? Okay, well, it's down to 6 hours that she's gonna be angry. I don't think it diminished it. We tried. So she's not much like her grandmother in that regard. The hugging the goat didn't help. And now she has to get back to harvesting all of this prairie grass. She hasn't done it for a couple of days and it's getting out of control. So she has to. And good old Sugarbush is like, it's the end of the day, I'm taking a nap. Poor Sugarbush though. He hasn't gone on a ride in a while. We haven't done any training. He's a little bit wobbly there sleeping. And it's now almost 6 p.m. and Holly definitely has at least a couple hours of work left in all of this prairie grass. Oh, we got a plantain. It's the first thing that we found in any of this prairie grass that isn't just hay. And it's been about an hour later and Holly is still very angry and still out here doing stuff. But we found a prairie grass nectar. So apparently it helps Sims feel happy and reduces tension. Maybe we should get her to drink this, is what I'm thinking, because maybe it will help her get out of this very angry mood. So I'm going to have her just drink straight from the bottle. She can take a break from this prairie grass for just a second. Okay. And let's see if drinking prairie grass nectar after harvesting prairie grass all day helps her feel any better. Just straight from the bottle. She even is swirling it because she's a pro. Is it helping? Honestly, it doesn't look like it's doing anything. Alright, she downed the whole bottle. Anything? Cooking memories. Goat it together. Smooth sipping. And prairie grass nectar cleanse. Okay, well, that's going to last 2 hours, but it's the last thing in her buff. So after a drink of prairie grass nectar, Holly is feeling, well, just fine. The taste is not bad. Not amazing. The drink goes down smooth and settles nicely in the belly, leaving Holly feeling satisfied. Okay, so nothing about it making her like super happy. It definitely is the lowest buff in her little lineup, so it didn't even touch the terrible anger that is just radiating throughout this kid's body right now. I do feel bad, but she has to get back to doing more prairie grass, and after she's done with this one, we need her to take care of Sugarbush for a little bit as well. I know we bucked her off and she's not really happy about it. She found a couple of fruits and stuff while she was harvesting prairie grass. So we'll probably go over to the garden and plant it for Granny. That way Granny doesn't have to worry about it and it's extra fruit for her. So we're going to send her over to Granny's garden and plant those. And she found a strawberry nectar, so we will go ahead and put that in Granny's cellar as well. So Holly is over here now planting these items for Granny. It's just and she just acquired the gardening skill. It's just the dragon fruit and one other one, because I think there's a dragon fruit nectar if I remember, so that will be helpful. And then we can clear out our inventory because we have in the weeds, crouching on the ground with worms and dirt. No thank you. Does Holly dislike gardening? Yeah, we'll probably say yes for that. It wasn't something that was supposed to be something that she is going to do for the storyline. So I'm going to say yes, that she dislikes gardening. So after having a horrible day and being angry, Holly is going to travel. She's going to go back to that bar that she went to the first night that she was here. And she's going to try and get her mind off of how angry she is. Holly is here at the bar and we're going to get her to order a drink now. I'm thinking one of the nectars. Maybe we'll have her try strawberry nectar. Let's do this one and we will go ahead and order that. So Holly is down here at the bar meeting a lot of the other locals and they're talking about, you know, how long she's been living here, what exactly is going on at the ranch, and she's telling them all about her grandmother's nectar business and how they're really trying to get that off the ground, and how, you know, she's just now kind of learning the ropes of competing, and how she, you know, wasn't really challenged in that first competition. The lady next door is like, oh, really? You guys are trying to do nectar? Did you know that your neighbor, like right around the corner, is also someone who makes nectar? And honestly, theirs is probably the best nectar in all of Chestnut Ridge. And Holly would be like, really? So who exactly is our competitor? Holly is a competitive sim and wouldn't really like knowing that someone's out here trying to take something that her grandmother has been working so hard for. So Holly's gonna be asking a lot of questions. And they're like, oh, well, you don't really have to look too far. I mean, not only is this person your neighbor, but she's also in the room back here behind us. So this is the sim right here. This is Holly's neighbor, and she is definitely competition when it comes to nectar making. She runs a very successful nectar making business, and they grow their own grapes, and they have like hybrid grapes they've made themselves. So Holly is determined to go and introduce herself to the sim, and at first I think she wants to be neighborly, but also she wants to kind of suss out who she's dealing with. And so she's going to greet her. This is Monica. And so Holly's going to be like, hey, Monica, I heard you're basically competition. And I think at first it seems pretty pleasant, but Holly has no chill, and Holly's going to immediately jump into, so what kind of nectar business are you running? And Monica's like, that's honestly none of your business. And this has immediately made Holly angry again for 8 hours. We were just out of that mood. So you can say that this is not going well. Monica's like, so nice to meet you, but I think I'm done with this conversation. And Holly is not cool about that. Holly also, who is this man's? Holly needs a distraction, and this guy could definitely be a distraction. And she's angry and is totally wanting to get her mind off of how horrible things are kind of going right now. So she's going to order another drink and then maybe interact with this guy. But of course, Monica's sitting down with him, so maybe not. So Monica's now ordering a drink and kind of trying to keep ears on listening to this conversation behind her with Monica and this man. And she's kind of glancing behind, trying to be like, okay, well, what's going on there? Like, is this something I can do? Monica looks like she might be leaving soon, so maybe this is an opportunity to go and speak to him. She apparently had some choice words to say to Holly before she left, but at least Monica is now gone. And this guy, his name is Dakota, so Holly wants to introduce herself to him. This is the first time she's even been remotely attracted to anyone in town so far, so she is very interested in trying to get to know him and kind of seeing what he's all about. To be honest though, Dakota doesn't really seem like he's that interested and almost feels like he's being standoffish, which isn't surprising because he is Monica's husband. And it also turns out that Dakota is a fellow competitor when it comes to horse competitions, and he's heard about Holly. He doesn't partake in barrel racing. He's more of a Western pleasure and horse racing kind of guy, but he heard about Holly, and he's really not interested in being friends with her at all. His wife isn't interested in being friends with her at all, and this smells like a feud starting, and Holly knows it. Holly is super not happy that her neighbors are basically direct competition, and this is not going well. This has not been her day at all, and she is determined to crush them. And she's telling Dakota all of this. They are not off on a good foot. They are already getting a negative relationship, and she is okay with it. She is ready to head out, and she is going to head home now. So Holly has arrived home, and she's going to go straight to bed. It's very late. It's 4 a.m, and she's going to go directly to bed. She can't believe what has happened and all of the stuff that she has now learned about her neighbors and about how their status or their place in this community might be challenged by their neighbors. So she is going to have a very restless night of sleep, and she knows she needs to tell Granny in the morning what all of her concerns are, and that she's really just wanting to protect Granny and have Granny have a successful business. Granny, of course, is up at 4:45 in the morning, so she woke up not long after Holly even came home. She doesn't really know that Holly was out that late, even though she's coming into Holly's room right now to see this autograph. But she sees that Holly's asleep, and, she just wants to check in on her. She sees that the dollhouse is broken, and her real concern is, taking care of family. So even though Holly's still sleeping, she wants to go and repair this for her. Holly is not even bothered by it. Holly's so knocked out right now that this doesn't even bother her. But at least it makes Granny feel good that, she can get all of this done while, her granddaughter sleeps. So it is Sunday now, and every Sunday, Granny Hazel goes to church. So she is going to be waking Holly up very, very soon to go to church, and Holly doesn't know that yet because obviously she's not lived here since she was a child. So that's going to be exciting for her. In the meantime, though, Granny Hazel is of course going to go make breakfast, and she knows that Holly likes to eat healthier and is pretty fit, so she's actually going to prepare a gourmet parfait for them this morning because she's thinking of Holly. Again, she doesn't know that Holly was out last night, and she doesn't really know that Holly was having like a horrible day yesterday because they haven't really spoke. But this is just something that she wants to do because she cares about, again, taking care of her family and feeding them well. So this is just a little way of showing that she listens and cares. Granny has finished the parfait, so she is now calling Holly to come eat, and Holly is going to come downstairs now, and she's going to be exhausted today because she has barely gotten any sleep, but she is so concerned and worried about everything that she learned at the bar last night that she can't think of anything else but eating breakfast and talking things over with her grandmother. So Holly has grabbed her bowl of yogurt, and I don't know why she's taking her upstairs. There's no one else that lives in this house, but they're going to go upstairs to the hallway to talk, and Holly's going to be like, "Hey, Granny Hazel, I went out last night and I heard some things about our neighbors. I don't know if you know them, but apparently they're going to be our direct competition when it comes to your nectar business and my horse competition business. So I just want to tell you that I'm really concerned. I don't know if you want me to step in or if, you're worried or anything, but I just want to look out for you, and if you need me to do anything, I will." And I think for Granny Hazel, this is the first time that she's been like, "Oh, my granddaughter is super competitive." Granny Hazel just isn't like that. She's very ambitious and she has a lot of goals, but she's not overly worried about her neighbors. She believes that everyone has a place in this community. So she's going to tell Holly, "Hey, don't worry about it. We got this." And Holly honestly doesn't like that as an answer. Holly is still going to want to take her neighbors down. And that's just how Holly sees it, and that's just what Holly's going to do. But before Holly can really get into action making, Granny Hazel's going to take them to church because maybe that will help Holly's mood. But this is just what Granny does on Sundays. Okay, so technically my church mod apparently is broken, but let's just pretend that Granny and Holly went to church. So Holly is passed out in the cellar, and Granny Hazel's going to come talk to her again after church and be like, "I hope this really helped calm you down. I just want to let you know that I am so flattered that you're thinking of me and concerned for, our businesses taking off, but I want you to know that we got this. We are going to be okay. Let's just focus on us." And I think Holly would be like, "Yeah, totally, Grandma." But again, she has a master plan. She has thoughts up her sleeve, and this isn't where she wants to leave it. This is, however, where I'm going to leave the episode for the day. Holly's going to go out and do her chores and take care of the animals, but this is where we're going to leave it, with Holly plotting. And you best believe Holly has a devious side to her, and she is not one to be scared to make enemies. And that, you guys, is going to be the end of the episode. I hope you guys are excited for the next one because things are about to get spicy. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you then. Bye.